3 popular spray-on products. They all claim to be spray on and rinse off. Could it really be that easy? I'll tell you what, it better be. There is a catch with one of them. You're gonna wanna stick around to see what that is. Let's talk about prepping the vehicle for the spray coating. All these manufacturers recommend just wash the vehicle, spray it on the wet panel, and rinse it off. That's what makes these so attractive, so easy for people. And in the case of my dirt bike truck, we know that thing's thrashed. I went ahead and hit it with the polisher, did an IPA wipe, and wow, look at that. That's crystal clear, and that's gonna be perfect for this test. So it's time for the application. We're gonna be starting out with Gyeon Wet Coat. This checked in at about $20 a bottle, and that's a reasonable value. A little goes a long way. Look at that panel. It is dead flat. And I'll tell you what, a couple shots of Gyeon, and it's beating like crazy. That's good. And here's a tip for you. Start with the pressure washer and work your way up to the top to move that product around and get good coverage. That's awesome. Next up, DIY Details Quick Beads. At the time of the filming, this checked in at $20 a bottle. That's a pretty good value considering I've used it multiple times on multiple vehicles and I've hardly used any out of it, so that's pretty neat. It also has graphene mixed in with it. You can see the black dots in the bottle, so I'm wondering, just like you are, is that gonna bring something to the party? I'll tell you what, we're gonna have an eye on and see. Let's look at this truck panel. Boy, that is dead flat. Quick Beads, you got some work to do, buddy. Here we go. Atomizing right out of that spray head, right onto the panel. Boy, that looks good. It's going on nice, beading already. DIY Details recommends 30-second dwell time, but not 2 minutes. That's kind of the range you got. Don't let it dry. The water activates it, put it on, spray it off. Start with the bottom up and work your way to the top. Move that product around and look at that. Boy, it's beading like crazy. The water's just falling off the paint. No work at all. That's amazing. Next up, Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax. At the time of the filming, this came in at about $22 a bottle, and it has a little bit more quantity. It's about 24 ounces, so decent value there. Now let's talk about it. The first application, this is the catch. The first application requires that you spray it on the wet panel, wipe it off as if you would a drying aid or any other bead maker, drying aid, or anything like that. Now, I put a little too much on there and I had to work it around a little bit, but it was easy to get off and didn't leave any streaks. And wow, when I rinse it, look at the water sheeting off of this product. It worked really good. I'm actually impressed. And just like the other products, we're gonna come back by, wet the panel again, and we're gonna go ahead and rinse the product from bottom to top to get that good spreading and get good coverage. Wow, it's doing amazing. Tell you what, it comes at a cost. If I gotta do a drying aid style application, I might as well use my favorite drying aid. But theory is, if you do that once, every time you do a maintenance wash, you'll just be able to come in, spray it on or rinse it off, and keep that thing going for many months to come. And probably only have to do that drying aid style application once in a great while when the spray on method doesn't work. The dry process is where you get to see just how much that panel and that sealant is rejecting the water. And I'll tell you what, Gyeon, how you doing? I hit it with the leaf blower, boom, water blows off the panel instantly, no sticking, nothing. So that's good news. DIY Details Quick Beads, same thing. I hit it with the leaf blower, water just explodes off the paint, no problem. Here's the weird thing. Meguiar's, by the time I got over to you, buddy, you already dropped the water on the floor. I had to re-wet the panel to get some water on there so that I could blow it off with the leaf blower, and same. So let's take one more look at all 3 of them so you can see a side by side. Gyeon, DIY Details Quick Beads, and Meguiar's. All doing good there, all doing really good. So after 1 week, what does this look like? 1 week is enough. you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that's great, but it's summertime. You guys should be out there washing your car. So let's go ahead and put this foam on front to back, get it washed up. You know I want some thick foam. I don't want that thin, runny stuff that's just pouring all over the ground. You guys know what I mean. So we foamed it up, we washed it from back to front. It feels slick under the mitt. That's nice. And let's get it rinsed down. Gyeon, what do you got? Here we go. Man, it's speeding, it's sheeting. It looks like the day I put it on. That's good. DIY Details Quick Beads, same thing. Just running off the paint, beading, sheeting. Man, looking great. Meguiar's, same. There's that quick sheet, quick beat, poop, dry panel. It's working awesome. All in all, man, all three look good at the 1 week mark. We'll check back in the future, but you know, 1-2 weeks is more than enough for this type of product. I want something longer, I'm gonna go with a different product. That's just the way it is. My final thoughts. We all have them. I want you to put yours down in the comments because this is where it always gets, you know, you get the fan favorites with people and they want to pick certain products based on the fact that they use them and like them. I get it. Throw it down in the comments. We'll talk about it. These are my opinions here. Checking in at number 3. Even though it got that fantastic sheeting, that fantastic beading, that drying aid style application and I don't know how often am I gonna have to do that. Is it once a month, every couple months? You know, if I'm gonna be using this stuff as a drying aid, I'm gonna go ahead and use my drying aid or products that I use as drying aids that I like a lot more. Bottom line on that, extra work, I'm sorry Meguiar's, but you're number 3, buddy, that's it. All right, checking in at number 2. Now this was a close one. This was neck and neck. Really difficult to tell the difference. I mean, I fought to pick them apart little by little, really wasn't able to get very far with it other than this simple principle. DIY Details, made in America, made by a team of cool people that are doing the right thing, small company. I like them, I'm gonna support them. That's the way I look at this. When 2 products are pretty much identical in price, ease of use, results, I go with the people that I like. You guys got it this time, buddy. That's it, end of story on that one. We got DIY Detail Quick Beads checking in at number 1. Gyeon Wet Coat, you're number 2. Good product, but you know, you fell short on those items. And Meguiar's, not a bad choice either. You can't go wrong with any of these guys. I'll leave links to everything that I used today, all my tools and these 3 products in the description. That helps support the channel, and you know I appreciate it. But with that being said, here we go. I gotta move some stuff out of the way so that I can get this proper. Yeah, all 3 of these are good. You won't go wrong. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. I sure did.